Hello and welcome to episode 1 of 3 Things from Aliexpress. In this series, I am going to show you 3 rather mundane things from Aliexpress that seem semi-useful but borderline e-waste products. These are cheap as well, ranging from just a few bucks to up to $10 most of the time. Some items might go a tad higher in future episodes though. Anyway, let's move on. The first item is a universal battery tester. Its usefulness is arguable, although I would say that this one is the most useful and practical item among the 3. What it does is measure voltage of household batteries, like double and triple A batteries as well as 9 volts. This cost me 5.49 Canadian rubles. The 9 volts didn't work, but I am unsure whether it's the battery or the unit. Time to test something else. Well, it works. This is a 1.2 volts rechargeable AA battery. A regular AA is 1.5 volts. Therefore, the unit is showing a lower value. And yep, it is working. The AAA battery is showing full charge as it should. This was never used. I did eventually manage to get the 9 volts working. It looks to be connection issue from the unit. I have to wiggle it around just the right way to get it measured. In other words, this is essentially a defective unit. The second item is a USB-C digital multimeter. This is not practically useful for almost all regular PC users. I don't have a practical use for this either. It looks cool though. The only valid usage I can think of for ordinary users is to see whether your cell phone is fast charging. This cost me 9 Canadian dollars, by the way. It's showing about 4.9 volts and 1.7 amps at 8.3 watts. Watts is volts multiplied by amps, by the way. Well, this thing works. I am not sure how practical this is unless you are an electronics repairman. If you are one though, you would probably have your own trusty multimeter over this thing. The third and final item is a USB micro SD card reader that is ridiculously small. I find this item somewhat useful because I frequently use outdoor camera, or better known as action cams. They always use micro SD cards for their internal storage, meaning you need an adapter to access the data unless you want to connect your camera via a USB cable. There is one problem with being too small, however. It's that you can lose it rather easily. It cost me $4.59. Well, it works. But I won't be using this. It's too small, and taking out the card is not as easy as I thought it would be. Anyway, that is it for the first episode of 3 Things from Aliexpress. Thank you for watching.